Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. We are here with Clash Royale, and folks, there's a lot of changes coming out. There's been a lot of sneak peeks regarding the October 2017 update, and there's a lot of wonderful and amazing additions being brought to the game. So we partner up once again with Clash RoyalePedia, and together with the help of Itchy Monkey, we've been able to tackle everything in this update, folks. So we're going to bring you all the information, and now it's time to check it out. Alright, so folks, the way this video is going to work, we're going to start with discussing quests. After that, we're going to discuss touchdown mode, and we'll go over some of the new changes to the challenges. And at the end, we're going to discuss the balance changes that are going to go live as well. And folks, there's some changes that we kind of expected, while others were kind of a bit of a surprise. Nonetheless, you got to trust the devs, and we know that this is all for the best of the game. So when we talk about quests, right, this is just a whole new idea being brought to Clash Royale. You can kind of look at it in the sense like in-game achievements or a milestone tracker. Now the idea with the quests is it's going to give you an incentive to play the ladder matches, right? Because we all know that the ladder has been something that a lot of folks have not been playing recently. And trust me, we're not going to go into those reasons because that's another topic in itself. But nonetheless, this is a great attempt to steer us towards playing that mode, along with adding some very interesting twists to the game. And I gotta be honest with you, I was a little impressed with the whole idea because me being a console player, I love in-game achievements and I love some type of reward for doing certain missions inside of the game. So it sounded all good to me. But you might be wondering what the quests are, so let's get right into it, folks. Alright, so folks, I know this might disappoint some people, but I gotta be honest with you guys. The free chest that comes every 4 hours is being removed. Yes, I can hear the voices in the background. It's for real. But all jokes aside, the chests are being replaced with what are called quests. Now the quests will be in-game missions that will allow you to earn quest points that you can redeem towards these chests. The chests will include the golden chest, the epic chest, the legendary, the magical, and the super magical. Also, you're going to be getting daily gifts. You will be getting daily gifts that will allow you to earn rewards as well, such as cards, gems, and coins. So it sounds really good, and I think this is going to be able to allow everyone to get a good amount of freebies versus the way it was set up before. Now, for those that like to work towards a long-term goal, there are going to be longer quests as well, and I'll give you some examples. One is called Play Expensive, and this says play cards that cost at least 6 elixir 30 times in 1v1 arena battles. So obviously that's going to take some time, right? But the reward will be 10 rare cards and 20 quest points. Now to give you an example about how many quest points are needed to redeem a chest, a golden chest will cost you 50 quest points. So, do a couple of these missions here and it will put you almost halfway towards your goal. So it's not bad incentive right there, absolutely. Now, the bigger chests, I'll give you a quick example. If you do a magical chest, it will cost 300 quest points. A giant chest will cost 300 quest points. A legendary chest will cost 400 quest points, and a super magical chest will be 500 quest points. Now the quests do respawn every 18 hours, so once you complete one, there will be a timer and it will tell you when the next quest will be available. Now if there's a quest that you just do not want to work on at all, you have the option of replacing that quest for another one. However, you can only replace a quest once per day. So those are things to bear in mind when you go ahead and swap it out. So my opinion about all this, it sounds really good. And it definitely gives me some type of structure of how I play the ladder matches. Because now if I'm going to be focusing on playing with a card that's 6 elixir costs or higher, I'm going to be making different decks. So for those of you that or maybe staying away from the ladder because of the matchmaking or the way it's set up, I'm not going to say that problem is fixed. However, if people are working towards a quest, you might be able to see decks that are different than what the meta decks are throwing at you guys consistently, right? Because you're seeing now the meta is the same thing it was maybe 4 or 5 months ago. So it's like history repeating itself, and we're still not learning how to counter these decks. That's what's crazy about it. But that's just another story, folks, right? We can easily go off on a tangent, but we will not do that because the goal of this video is to cover these changes. So the next one we're going to discuss, a lot of people have already heard about it. There's been some teasers. There's been videos showing some footage about it. It's the brand new mode coming to Clash Royale called the touchdown mode. Now for my folks in the US, you guys already know football is awesome. We're not getting into an argument about what football is real because I love soccer too. Now, it's pretty cool that Clash Royale is adding this mode into the game. It's different twist than your usual take down your crowns. However, the concept is similar. So the first team to score 3 times wins the match. So you have to guard your end zone, which is your lower area on your side of the field. And you have to get a touchdown, which would mean you have to get one of your troops into the other side of the field, which is the opponent's side. Do that 3 times and you win the match. Now this is going to be a 2v2 draft mode, so that should be pretty interesting, right? You can drop units on any side of your lane. However, you could drop spells anywhere in the arena for the exception of Graveyard, Miner, Goblin Barrel, and Log. Those can only be used until the halfway mark, which is the middle of the arena. Now there are some cards that are banned. So the Mega Knight is banned, the Hog Rider, the Bats, the Elixir Collector, the Cannon card, and the Flying Machine, right, which is newly added to the game. So those are just things that I wanted to point out to you guys, but the mode sounds a lot of fun. Now they're also revamping the ladder matches. They're going to be adding something called Coin Rush mode and Gem Rush mode. Those will be in-game events that allow you to earn extra coins and extra gems as long as you get a tower down within the allotted time. So that should be really exciting for it to just pop up and you just go crazy trying to get that extra boost to your gems and coins. So I like that a lot. Now 2v2 mode is also being revamped as far as the end-game chat interaction. So there'll be more emotes that you can use, so you can have more communication with your partner. And if you're playing with a random player on 2v2 and you guys did really well, there's also an option to do a rematch with that player as well. So you guys will stay on the same team and you guys will continue to have fun and enjoy 2v2. Now there's also going to be a brand new design special events page that will show you a new mode called 2v2 Mirror Challenge. There's also going to be the 2v2 Touchdown Daily Practice and the 2v2 Touchdown Challenge. Now the challenges are also being revamped in the sense that they're going to make it a little bit easier for casual players. So there's going to be a casual challenge mode which will allow you to continue to play the challenge no matter how many times you lose, as long as you're able to have the entry to get in. So if you lose multiple times, that's fine because they're going to count how many wins you have in that event. Now also I wanted to point out that the challenges is going to be lowered from the requirement of level 8 to where you only need to be level 3 in order to participate. So lower ranked players will be able to take part in these events now. So that should be really exciting for everybody. And again, more ways to make the game accessible to everybody and easier for you to grind. Now folks, the moment we all been waiting for, and I don't know how many people are excited about this, but I know I definitely am. Sparky is back. Yes, I said it. Sparky has finally gotten reworked, buffed. Don't know the exact term because there are some nerfs inside of the change for Sparky. But I also think that a lot of cards were changed that counter Sparky and they were all nerfed. So Sparky's going to be incredibly strong, but not OP like when she first came out. So as far as the Sparky change, right? Sparky's hit speed is going from 5 seconds to 4. However, the damage is going to go down by 15%. Now, something they also did was the Sparky can no longer one-shot another Sparky. Now, one might say, well, what's going to counter Sparky now, right? We know that Tesla does. We know Electro Wizard, the Rocket, You also know that the lightning spell can do a lot of damage against it, zap. So what they did was they increased the damage to the Tesla. So the damage will be increased by 30%, and the hit speed will change from 0.8 seconds to 1 second. So Teslas will be able to one-shot minions and goblins. I think this is incredible for the meta right now because you know a lot of people are using the goblins again and the minion hordes. So if you don't want to carry the arrows, you can use the Tesla, or you can use both. Maybe I just thought of a new deck video. More to come, folks. Now back to the scheduled program. The Electro Wizard is being nerfed. So the damage is going down 4%, and the first attack is going to be slower. It's going to be 0.2 seconds slower. There'll be no interaction changes, but a lot of times we don't really care about that. Now, the graveyard is also being changed. So the duration is going from 9 seconds to 10 seconds. So it'll be 1 second longer. However, the radius is changing from 5 to 4. The first skeleton will spawn slower, but the skeletons will spawn less randomly. Now the cannon card, the hit points are being increased, and the shield HP is being increased as well. Now the cannon card shield will survive a Mega Knight jump and hit. So I guess they realized the card had some issues and wasn't as strong as they anticipated. So you can see that being a new card being buffed again. But that happens, right? Sometimes you have to test it out in actual matches in order to understand whether it will be good or not. Now the lightning is being nerfed. I am disappointed by this. I still use the lightning a lot. The damage is being decreased by 3%, and the radius is changing from 3.5 to 3. Now the Spirit Goblins are getting buffed. The hit speed's going from 1.3 seconds to 1.1. So that should allow it to counter a little bit better against the Flying Machine or the minions. But I'm not saying it's going to survive because we know that that Flying Machine is pretty strong. Now the next change I totally did not expect. So the Valkyrie's damage is being buffed by 5%. So she will be able to one-shot the Princess, the Dart Goblins, and take down the Barbarians in 3 attacks. It sounds like we're going to see a lot more Valks in the arena because those are some good changes, especially with the meta, with including the Princess so much. Now there's some more changes, right? These are more fixes. So the Bandit and the Mega Knight are being fixed. Their dashing and jumping will be a shorter distance. The cannon card will be fixed as well. So because pretty much everybody knows that it occasionally will stop targeting a cannon card, and it also will get stuck behind a broken cannon card. Now the Infernal Dragon, the Infernal Tower is also being fixed. The damage was not resetting after breaking through a shield, especially with the guards, Dark Prince, and the cannon card. And also, this is a good fix here, Truth Pathfinding, right? So the troops will start steering towards an unexpected lane. So this behavior should be more as expected now. That is very good. You know, sometimes these troops have a mind of their own and they stray away from the recipe. And we all know that can be frustrating. So folks, we covered a whole lot in this video. We discussed the sneak peeks for the October 2017 update. We even stuck in balance changes at the end. So we got a whole lot of cool stuff going in here. And if you notice in the background on the video, we actually had a new deck that I wanted to feature in a separate video, but I decided to show it in this one because I don't know how it will do with this new meta coming out. But it was a P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight deck. So if you guys want to use a very OP deck, give this a try. Again, once the meta comes out, I don't know how effective it will be, but what I can do is I can drop the card composition down in the description so you guys can know which ones are included. Or once the update comes out, I'll be able to share with you guys what the deck is on Twitter. So be sure to follow me on Twitter to get the latest updates for the Real Legend of Gaming, along with my stream team, the Jar Syndicate, and you guys will be able to be entertained and know what's going on. So if it's your first time checking me out, you guys already know what to do. Slap that like button, hit the subscribe button, join the community, and have fun. And for my returning subs, you guys always know I'm appreciative, very grateful. You guys are awesome. I will never forget about you guys. Every time I make these videos, I'm thinking about you. All right, so that's it. Peace out.